Hi, I'm Mike Jackson, and I work for Trek Bikes here in the UK.
Hi there, Mike. Just tell me a little bit about yourself.
I've worked for Trek Bikes now for the last 14 years. I've been in the industry for, oh blimey, probably don't want to admit on camera actually, probably 25 years plus. Still very much live, breathe cycling, compete my bike. In fact, I'll be doing a cyclocross race on Saturday. So yeah, absolutely love cycling and being in the bike trade.
Excellent. And can you just tell me a little bit about Trek Bikes itself as a company?
Okay, well, Trek Bikes recently, last Friday, celebrated its 40th birthday. So it was founded back in '76 from literally in a barn in Wisconsin, which, for those who don't know, is about 3 hours east of Chicago. It started with building traditional steel touring bikes because Dick Burke, the founder of that's what they were really into at the time. There were other brands on the market like Schwinn and whatnot, but they never really made anything that really stood up to the rigours of touring. It was a big thing in Europe, but not so big in the US, so they saw a gap in the market to start building bicycles. And here we are sort of 40 years later, building bikes in every material, going from kids' bikes to downhill mountain bikes.
And the fact that you've been going for 40 years, what does that mean for your customers?
That if they buy a Trek bike, that they're buying into a brand that's well supported. We have a great network of dealers now globally, not just here in the UK, but right across the world, that will look after you. We're a firm believer in good customer service, so we warranty our bikes. We're one of the few brands that offer a lifetime guarantee on our bikes. We're that sure of that we've made it well enough that it will last you a lifetime. So yes, there are bikes out there that are now 40 years old that, should they break, we will warranty that bike. We'll make sure that the customer is treated well.
Excellent. So can you just tell me what you think is exciting in your current range of bikes?
Hard to pinpoint just one. There's a lot. Recent bikes in road. Last year we launched the Madone. We really wanted to what we called the ultimate race bike. Really, we looked at the market and the trend towards aerodynamic bikes. It's all about trying to save as much energy as possible when you're riding that bike, save as much watts as possible. But when we looked at other brands, there was a lot of aero bikes on the market, but they all came with a clause. They were either heavy, or they were either uncomfortable to ride. They were incredibly fast, but not particularly comfortable to ride. When we redesigned the Madone, they were the three things that we wanted. We wanted it to be comfortable, so you could ride it all day. It had to be fast. It had to be a super slippery bike that cut through the air well. But it also had to be light. We didn't want a bike that was just comfortable and fast on a flat bit of road. The truth is we all end up riding uphills at some point, so we had to make sure that bike climbed as well as it descended and rode on the flat. So that's probably one of the most exciting bikes that we've launched.
And what about the trend in mountain bikes towards plus size tyres and wheels? What are Trek offering in that area?
Yeah, so this is sort of one of the developments that's come out of the whole sort of wheel size debate over the last few years. Should I be on a 2.9 or a 650B? And now it's sort of gravitated to the width of tyres. And we've realised, and this even filters onto road bikes, that wider tyres are better. They roll faster, they give you more grip, which gives you more control, which ultimately just means the bikes are a lot more fun and safe to ride. So yeah, we launched last year the Stash bike, which comes with a 3.5-inch wide tyre, and it's a real hoot to ride. Incredible grip. You can ride it up and down trails that you would struggle on a normal 2.5-inch wide tyre. So yeah, loads of control, which just means loads of fun.
Excellent. So you've been 14 years at Trek yourselves. That means you've seen an awful lot of bikes. Could you pick out a few favourites in that time, a few landmarks and a few of your own personal favourites?
I think what happened. I think with Trek actually. I've possibly had I've certainly had like every Madone that we've ever had, and it's hard to pin a favourite because every year, you know, when I go to when we meet the product managers and they will tell me, Mike, I've made the new Madone 30% lighter, 20% faster. And being a typical Brit, I take all that with a pinch of salt and go, yeah, really? Can you really make that bike that much better? Because I loved the last one. And the truth is they do. So I find it hard to say I have a firm favourite over the last 14 years because every Trek bike I get genuinely is better than the last.
So you spoke there, that's about absolute performance. What about a fun bike? Which is your funniest fun bike that you've ridden from Trek?
Probably the last two that I really enjoyed the most is, like I say, the Stash with the plus size. I, like a lot of people, have really been, you know, got back into road over the last few years and probably have forgotten about mountain bike a little bit. And the Stash is the one bike that's got me excited about riding off road again. So, like I say, those big tyres, it's not what you think when you look at it. It is fast. It is loads of grip. It's a real hoot to ride, and that's got me excited about riding off road again.
Excellent. Just the last one. Can you tell Red Kite customers why should they ride a Trek?
You won't be disappointed with the Trek bike. I think, you know, we put an incredible amount of thought and R&D and work into all our bikes, from the kids' bikes, making sure that they fit little hands and little backsides and the little legs can reach the pedals properly so that the kids get the same experience out of that kid's bike that an adult would. Like I say, all the way through to the supercar priced, you know, top end bikes like the Madone, to the mountain bikes as well. So it's and then obviously the incredible backup that you get coming to one of our IBD dealers like Red Kite. You know, once you've bought a Trek bike, they will look after you. That full journey you make with that bike, you know, every step of the way, they will make sure that bike runs properly for you.
Excellent. Thank you for your time today.
All right, you're welcome.